Here we go. All right, welcome, everybody to another edition of the association. This is the league, the Morgan League, and this is a series. This is a rival that everybody's kind of looking forward to. Everybody knows I've been talking about this ever since I put this thing together. And this team and us we're rivals to the end of time at this point. And there's so much love and respect between the both of us that it's just genuinely a great vibe. These guys, I run with them in the rec. They can run with my squad in the rec, and it's all good vibes because we both run similar shit like that. But y'all see the suit, man. I had to pull out the season 5 for this week because this is a special thing, man. I told the team captain I actually had the first video lined up ready to go. I have had a series of videos lined up ready to go since I've been playing the association, just no time to put it out. Like literally the videos y'all been seeing me put out, even the last one, it's so bad I'm not even able to get my actual thumbnail on there correctly because I just don't have the time to make sure everything's right. But I do want to get these videos and everything out to you guys because I appreciate everybody that watches, all the love and support. It just makes me keep grinding. But I'm also grinding that association, doing the stat tracker, which is a lot of work, making sure all the teams are in line. It's just a lot to it. But y'all see the suit one more time before we walk into the arena. One more time. And I'm going to give y'all the full background. I don't like to leave nothing out. Like I said, I had the first one lined up ready to go. Just never had a chance to put it out. Game 1. We lost. Alright. It is what it is. Like I said, I had this video lined up ready to go. And I like to talk about, us winning just as much as I like to talk about us losing. I'd rather put out losses, to be honest with you, just to show that we're human. Like, we might be the best team, yeah, but if we can't beat this team, how are we the best team? You feel me? And I like to be real with y'all. Like, we don't win every single game we play. We don't. Alright? Against this team, you see them out here dancing and shit. Laughing and everything. And they team captain, Ox Eric Trey, he the ringleader. Got them feeling like they special or something. Like, there's guys on their team that don't even score and they feel special. Game 2. Now, this is the actual game I wanted to put out. Alright? As y'all can see, the game's pretty much over. We down 8. We concede. Ain't nobody moving or nothing. Ox decides to take it upon himself to go ahead and go score the bucket. Like, just poor sportsmanship. We don't feel no hate from that, though. It's a rivalry. That's what this is. So best believe we had a chance, it's going to be the same energy. It's none of that bullshit going on that y'all think it is. Like, they fucked us up 2 games, but I'm going to talk about this second game. That's the one I wanted to put out. But I'm not gonna put it out because this next game, Trey did not get the stream out on their behalf. I don't think he did it purposely, but the stream was paused, so y'all wouldn't even be able to see the third game from his perspective. But y'all can see it from ours. But since you can't see it from his perspective, I just want to give you my insight and label all these games together. But at this point, we're down 0-2 to these niggas. We only play them 3 times throughout the regular season. So we lose this one, they already licking their lips, looking at their championship and looking at their money like it's theirs. And for us, it's like, can we show some type of fight that we can compete with them? Because it doesn't matter how they're winning. It doesn't matter what bullshit 2K threw their way. All that matters at the end of the day is that you get the dub or not. And we're not getting the dubs. So I want to show y'all game 3, only because you couldn't see it from his perspective. So let's get into it. That game 2, I'ma talk my shit, y'all. I'ma talk my shit. That game 2, right? Y'all seen us down 8, you saw sportsmanship. That is what it is. Throughout that game, what happened in those final seconds, the game was a lot closer. They actually committed an offensive foul. At the same time, they were shooting a 3-pointer. The shot went in, 2K counted the points, but then gave them the foul. Now, in real NBA, you cannot do that. You cannot commit a foul and still get the points. Now, I can see if we committed the foul and he knocked it down, they got a 4-point play out of it, because that's our fault. But we got screwed out of 3 points right there. And then other than that, Woody knows this. I was getting considerably screwed by 2K just missing dunks and layups. Just like going to the rim, right there trying to put it in, and it just bounced off the back iron. Nothing Woody did that was special. I get it, he has 99 block, but he ain't even jumping to contest. I'm just literally missing dunks. And y'all know what I mean. Like 2K does that to you from time to time, but it sucks. So I probably had about 3 or 4 of those. So like if you count those guaranteed points that I should have had, we win the games. And even in the first game, every game we played, I felt like we had the game won and gave it to these niggas. Just by some poor execution down the stretch. Like game one, game going back and forth, they didn't even make a 3 the entire first half, but Montage committed a foul on the 3-point line, which was a bullshit ass call. It was late in the shot clock. Gibbs didn't have no choice but to shoot it, and they called foul. Changed the whole momentum. We ended up losing that game by 4, and like you just saw, we just lost that last one by 10. So this is our last chance before the playoffs to possibly put a loss on their record. I don't think any other team in the league has a chance of beating these guys. I'm just being completely honest. All right, the team that we just lost to in New Religion, they're good, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on with my team. Too much pride is getting into the way, right? People want to use builds because now that there's stat trackers out there, you can see how well you're shooting and how many boards you get compared to this guy. There's a top 25 list out there. If your name ain't on it, you feel some type of way. I get all that. I don't do those things to boost my ego or nothing like that. I do those things to make the league more appealing. Like, as an individual person, you have to put that pride to the side and let that shit go. If you're not a top 25 player, get better at the game. Like, don't get mad at the people that are. Shit, there's only 25 spots. If you ask on 18, Woody felt like he should have been a top 25 player because he feels like he's a better center than some of the people that made it over him. I don't disagree. But nigga, it's a lot that goes into these lists. It ain't just like some biased thing or somebody trying to keep you off of it. If it was my choice, I have everybody on my team on that bitch. It don't work like that. Right? At the time the list came out, it was very early in the season. After the first week, these were the top 25 players. And it was a pretty good debate to put Woody on there, but like, it's hard to put him over there and he's only averaging 4 points per game. You know what I'm saying? So enough of that. Besides the fact that,
Dark side.
I mean, let's be honest, if they played in a certain style, I would fuck Woody up. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, I've turned the game into 1v1, so I'm playing 1v1 against your lockdown and 1v1 against your center. If they actually went to man-to-man defense and let Woody guard me, I would fuck him up. I'd drop 40 to 50 points. I wouldn't even think about it. And he knows I would. That pride gets to you sometimes, though. I understand. You start caring about individual shit instead of start worrying about what your team is like got going on. I get it. It's okay for one teammate to shine if your team is winning. Take Trey, for example. Ox is averaging 30 points per game with 10 assists. So he's getting his team involved, but he's leading the league in scoring. And they have the league's best record. For everybody else on his team, that had to be good enough. He had a superstar on his team, a fellow superstar in Gibbs, who lost his superstar because his points per game average dropped. And because he doesn't have anything else. It's not like Gibbs is averaging 5 rebounds or 5 assists or something, or giving me 3 steals or nothing like that to where I can keep him at this superstar status. He had superstar because he was averaging 25 points per game. Once you drop to around 22, 21, like, okay, you're a great player, you're a great shooter, and you would be acknowledged as such, but you no longer are this superstar player that everybody should fear. Now, does that mean people shouldn't fear him? Of course not. He's still a top 25 player. Matter of fact, then he's top 10. So, like, yeah, you still gotta watch that. Same thing with D. D, I think, is right up there in steals. But he'll have a game where he give me 20 points. He have a game where he give you 5 points. Not really a superstar. You know what I'm saying? So for my team, we just gotta let that pride go. I know Loco, who's a very talented player, he wants to be acknowledged as like the league's best lockdown. He just hasn't shown it. I have to be real with it. Like I said, there's no bias that goes into this or nothing like that. I have to be completely honest with my teammates. I don't really care about none of that shit. Like I said, I do it for the league, to promote the league, make the league have something to it. I don't care who wins MVP, who has the best stats, or none of that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I do when I step on the court. Y'all gotta do what y'all do when y'all step on the court, and let's try to win. Let's try to get the championship. That's where you get the notoriety from. So, jumping into this particular game, we had a game plan. So this is 5 out versus 5 out. They play 2-3 zone, we play man to man, right? So the strategy was, which we did the second game, was we were gonna let Loco guard him as best we could, and then we was just gonna provide help when needed. All right, I feel like we've been playing pretty good defense in these games. It's just offensively, it was very hard trying to attack this 2-3 zone. The reason being is because they do it in a way where it allows Woody, their big man, or if it was just there, their big sit directly in the middle of the paint for the entirety of the game. Anybody that knows anything about basketball or attacking 2-3, if that center can sit there in the paint and just contest all goddamn game, you're not going to beat them. The defense is too hard, everybody else is rotating too fast, and they got a guaranteed shot blocker and rebounder where they want them at on the court the entire game. The only way to get them up out of that is to knock down perimeter shots. That means you have to take and make the perimeter shots. And for me, since I don't shoot threes, I have to be efficient in the mid-range. So the first couple of games we played them, as you see, Ox was doing his work on Loco, so we made a switch for that. But the first couple of games, when we played and we went against this 2-3, I have a rule of thumb on my team. I'm allowed 5 turnovers. The rest of my team is allowed 1. As long as we stick to that, we have a pretty good chance of winning the game. It's very rare when we lose the game when that happens. Now keep in mind, I'm not trying to commit 5 turnovers. It's just that if I have 5 turnovers or less, that game is not my fault. You know, rule of thumb on the team, shoot over 50%. So if I have less than 5 turnovers and you didn't shoot over 50%, then it's your fault why we lost the game. I purposely took myself for blaming myself every time we lost. I used to do that a lot. As the team's best player, that's how I always viewed it. If we lost, I just didn't do enough. And as I matured and got older, I realized that's not the case. I played a great game. I did what I was supposed to do. I did my job. I can't shoot for everybody. I can't play defense for everybody. I cannot do it all. And once I start relinquishing myself from doing everything, you know, everything started going smooth. So now I'm able to tell my teammates, Joe, it's your fault. You should have did this, this, and this. And this would have helped us win the game. And now I have teammates that are receptive and can take the proper criticism. And that's hard to do. Like, even myself, now that I'm not the team's main lockdown and all this stuff, I have to take the criticism from them. And I've been telling them lately that it's a pleasure to actually like talk or yell or be frustrated at one another, and we still want to play with each other the very next day. Like, that's hard to do. Especially like if we would have lost all these games, because there's a potential we could lose this game too. If we lose all these games, it cannot be so detrimental that everybody wants to make new builds and everybody's want to try a different concept and do something different, and ultimately everybody want to leave the team and be on a different team because we ain't winning. You know, this is why I'm big on telling my entire team to invest into this. So my entire team has invested like $2 or $3 just to play in this league. And because they invested something, they got to stick it out and see how far we can get. For some of these guys, this is their very first league experience. They want to see how far we can go. So from Trayvon's perspective, I know Ox, all right? I know him. He was not pleased with the way they was defending in the 2-3. But he also understands that I'm a very talented player. The more I see it, the more adjustments I can make. He knows I'm a great passer. He know I can put up 30 and stuff like that. So his game plan was, we're not going to let Lethal handle the ball. We're not going to let him play make. And if he beats us playmaking, then these guys got to make all these shots. Contested. That was his game plan. It works. Them first 2 games proved that it worked. Even though, like I said, something happened in all of them to where I felt like we could have won. We just didn't pull it out. Terrible at closing the quarters. You know, every time we had a lead, this team just would not go away. They would never fucking fold. It's so annoying. It's so draining. In this third game, I told myself, man, if I lose this one, it just explains to my team everything I say about how this person would do this, how I miss RDH Hawk, how I wish Montage was here, I wish Cincy would play. And it's not that I don't appreciate the guys that's playing. I think it's just since those guys that played with me a little longer, they understand the magnitude of this game. Like King, he understands the magnitude of this game. He puts a lot of pressure on himself every time he misses shots. That's one thing my teammates got to get away from doing. If you take a good wide open shot, yeah, you need to hit it, but you're not trying to miss it. Don't hang your head on that end. Hang your head on the defensive end and you'll always have a chance. So in this second half, this is all me. All right, now this is time for me to talk my shit. This is time for everybody to listen up. So this second half is all on me. I have took the bullshit from these motherfuckers for the first 2 games. Alright? I gotta listen to how Trey Bombs thinks that Ox is a better player than me and how they just a better team and can't nobody fuck with them and how they just gonna walk to the finals and shit like that. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. At the end of the day, y'all not that fucking good. Yeah, I said it. Lethal said it. I respect them. They're a good team, but they ain't that damn good. All you gotta do to beat these motherfuckers is stay disciplined. That's it. Stick to your game plan. Stay fucking disciplined. At the end of the day, they don't have not a single player on their team that can guard me, Ox included. If he do, he gonna have to go make a special build just to guard me. I ain't doing that. I make my nigga to guard whatever I play against. That's why I play 1v1 all day. You know, I'm built for these fucking moments. I'ma always be the best player in these moments. You don't have to ask no questions about it. I'ma always be the best player. I put it up on my back. I grind too hard to be the best player not to be. Simply put it, I am him. Jibs, I swear to God, brother. So the game plan was simple. We made the switch. We put Jamaica on Ox, right? Jamaica is a little bit bigger, and I appreciate him for not putting that pride to the side. We put Jamaica on Ox. All right. Once we did that, all I said was, okay, I'm going to continually guard Jibs. Because the one thing I did not want to give Jibs the opportunity to do is get backdoor buckets, get a chance for him to see that ball go in. So every chance I had, I was going to guard the man. 2, I told my team they had to let go of that pride so I can... Look, the reason why I build the builds that I do is not designed for me to get triple doubles or nothing like that. Me grabbing a rebound is not me trying to pad the stats. Me grabbing a rebound is a chance for your playmaker to make a play as you go down the court. And vice versa. I do it, I set up the offense so even if my team misses, I can make up the mistakes by grabbing the offensive board. So the more rebounds I get to grab, the more y'all get to eat. I'm not doing it for a stat padding purpose. I'm looking at the game and trying to make it easier for everybody else. The way I can think to do that is to control the stuff I can control. I don't have to guard everybody, but if I can come down and get a board and start the break, y'all get a wide open shot. And you gotta let go of pride for that because like I said, if you look at them stats and you ain't averaging like 10 rebounds per game and you a big, or you ain't averaging like 3 steals a game and you a lock, like it looks pretty bad. But hold up, man, what the fuck was Ox thinking on this shit? What the fuck was Ox thinking on this shit, bruh? Yeah, they stole the ball, but I don't give up on the play. And you gotta put, like I said, now we at a point where even with King is used to dropping close to 20 points per game on pretty much all dunks. He has to turn into a sharpshooter this game. You gotta put your pride to the side to do that and realize, okay, they got a 99 nigga with block down there waiting for me to go try to dunk it. And just take your opportunities when you get them. So, I feel like I had to do it all this game. I had to score, I had to rebound, I had to assist. I'm not saying I gotta drop a triple-double to beat these guys because, like, if that's the case, then that's just bad. I'm not gonna lie. That is completely bad. Like, if you notice how patient you have to be to beat this, as I was fucking them up. That second half, I was fucking them up. Boy, they didn't have no answer for me. And the crazy part, I was telling my team, there's no way I'm gonna be able to score such and such amount of points. And that was the truth. I didn't think they was gonna play me to let me do that. But what happened was the first 2 games we played them, we missed shots that we normally make. That's the honest to God truth. The reason why they could play this 2-3 zone all game is because we missed wide open shots. Alright? Once we knock down a few more shots, it changes how they have to play defense. Ox ended up picking up 4 fouls, so that took his aggressiveness away. Once his aggressiveness was gone, I mean, it's a little bit harder to help. It's a little bit harder to bait. It's a little bit harder to do anything because you don't want to keep committing fouls. If Ox would have fouled out this damn game, guaranteed this team would have had no chance of beating us, and they know that. I mean, Ox was even joking, talking about like he might not even play this game, and I'm like, shit, if you don't play, bro, that's a guaranteed 2 wins for us. You ain't got nobody that's gonna replace 33 points. Yeah, Jibs can score, but Jibs is just to be set up by you. Who's gonna set up Jibs for these wide open shots? Because whoever that is, I guarantee you, he ain't dropping 30 points. So therein lies the problem. And he recognizes this is a mind game. Like I said, I'm on Jibs' ass. Jamaica's doing his thing, going Ox. He ain't letting them have nothing. And then they gonna call this bullshit ass foul right here. Like, this how the games normally go. We play good defense. We do all the things we're supposed to do. 2K get them some bullshit. Gave them a free 2 points for what? Alright, right there, I called my last timeout, and a lot of people would be like, yo, that's kind of early for them timeouts. But I looked at it like this. They had stole the inbound pass a few too many times, and that was the time where we couldn't risk turning it over. Ox was in his bag. That's what he does. He did his thing, but I'm better. At the end of the day, I'm better. Alright, I don't have to score more points. I have to just be better all around. Like, yeah, you can have these 30-some points, but I'm going to take these 20-some points, but I'm also going to get these 15-some assists, and I'm also going to get these 15-some rebounds. You know, something like that. No, trip dub. I'm just saying, just trip dub or some shit like that. That's what I wasn't actually going for, but like I said, I'm him. Like, what else do you want from a nigga? Like I said, I'm him, and I have to be him. All right, I worked too hard not to be. As you see, every chance we had, we was on everybody's ass. Look, they swarming trying to get the ball back to Ox. They had nothing else. That motherfucker just so cold, he makes some shit happen. That's the truth. He just that damn good, he'll make some shit happen. And I just took the same approach. I was like, last time I let my teammates play make and we lost. This time I was like, just get it back to me as much as possible. I'm a play make. And let's see what happens at the end of the game. Right? That's all it was for me. I just wanted to give us a chance at least one game. Because if we can beat them, like I said, we're down 0-2. If we can beat them, it at least proves to them that if we was to play them in the finals, we actually could beat these niggas. Right? Now, every game we played against them, if you paid attention, they have been the home team. Momentum is a huge thing, and home court advantage sometimes does play a factor, as it should, you know? We practice these different things. Right here, Jamaica had a dunk. He didn't take the dunk. We practice a lot of these things that we're doing to beat this defense. And You know, sometimes we executed it well, sometimes we didn't. Coming down to the wire in the fourth quarter, you see I'm guarding Knox. Jibbs gets wide open. I was pissed. Thankfully, he missed it, but I came down with the big board. All right, a huge fucking rebound. And again, I'm just trying to make the defense make a mistake. I'm very patient. I told them you have to be very patient in 2-3. You notice every time I had like a little bit of a slither of an opening, I tried to make him pay for it. Woody did a great job coming over, getting the block, and he's going to knock down the 2 free throws to put him up 1. I was hoping he missed the free throw, but at the end of the day, you know, he is a good player. I would love to have him on lethal team at the end of the day. At this point, now it's just about being patient, following the game plan. So I knew they was going to help. I catch them helping Strap, who was ready. And this is Strap's first 2 games of the season, actually. He's actually somebody I was very excited to have on the roster this season. So he stepped out, knocked down some big shots. He normally used to making other shots that you see Axe dunks on me to tie the ball game up. And all we needed was them to make one mistake to win the game. That's all we needed. I already had in my mind where I was going to go with this. I actually peeked early. I could have just sent Loco back door as you see him in that back left corner, and we could have won the game like that. I could have. I peeked it early though, and I was like, okay, if they help and rotate a certain way, I'm going to just go attack and score. So I went to go attack and score, and unfortunately, that was their first foul. Right there, we had Strap cutting back door, just missed pass. That would have been ball game. So now we got to go into overtime. This is stressful. This is stressful. Now we had like good chance going down 0-3 with the playoffs coming up. Right there, Jibbs somehow gets a wide open look, knocks it down, and God, I don't want to be in this position. You know, so it was just going to come down to being focused and disciplined. All right. Right there, that's a fortunate pass back there. We got the ball back. I'm just trying to get the ball in my hands and make something happen right there. Great play call. King cuts back door, gets an easy bucket. So we down 1. I like this type of game. Like I said, I'd rather be coming back or have a big lead and try to maintain it versus like being up 1 or up 2 or up 3, because it's very hard to keep that momentum going when you're in a nip and tuck ball game. So I'd rather be on the comeback side of it. So them actually going up 3 to start overtime helped us out a lot. Because once we got a bucket, then it's like, okay, we get a stop, we got the lead. And all we got to do from there is just keep getting stops. So Jamaica is doing a great job on Ox. Yeah, as you see, they starting to get the ball to other people other than him. And everywhere he go, he's getting trapped, he's getting doubled. And I'm staying on top of the shooter. As you see me, I'm on Jibbs. I'm not giving up no more buckets, no more shots. And I'm coming down, crashing for the board every chance I get. Now that we got the lead, it's just about continue to do what works. All right, just get the ball back to me as quick as possible. I'm gonna make something happen. That's all we got to do the rest of the game. Just keep getting it back to me, and I'm gonna make something happen. Right there, they keep trying to double me. King gets a wide open 3 that puts us up 4, and essentially, that's all we needed. Now I tell my team, no 3s. All right, as you see what's happening, every time Jibbs would run down the court and I couldn't get there, I was locating to my team, hey, you take him, I'm gonna take yours. This is the beautiful thing of being around the same size and everybody being able to switch. Right here, it was big, just getting the ball across half court. And again, I just told him, give me the ball, I'll make something happen. I take it all the way for the easy bucket. We stay up 4 and no 3s. All right, every chance I could, I'm running back on Jibbs. Jibbs ain't getting no backdoor cuts or none of that shit. Right there, he tries to come through. I'm double teaming. Jibbs takes a horrible shot. He saw me there. I don't know who he think I am. But he takes a horrible shot. He misses it. And same situation. Just give me the ball. I'll make something happen. Right there, I send him on the backdoor cut. Like I said, I could have had that for the game winner. As Loco makes the 2. And right here, we just sloppy. Again, I couldn't get back. I couldn't make the play and get back. So my team just got to be a little bit more aware in those situations. But essentially, If we knock down a shot here, we win the ball game. But this is why I'm him, all right? Watch how I set this shit up. So, I'm a pro. I send him on the back door, send him back. I cut through, bait him, get a wide open shot. He misses, fuck it, I got the rebound. Cool, we gonna try this shit again. All right, I'm a pro. Kick it to a wide open shooter. He misses. Fuck it. I got the goddamn rebound. At that point, I said, fuck it. Y'all had 2 chances to end this bitch. This shit's over. That was it. I was not losing to these niggas a 3rd straight game. Fuck up out of here. That's not happening. It's not going down like that. They put me on the free throw line. That's the fucking ball game. Get them niggas the fuck up out of here. I'm lethal mindset. I am him. Dropped the triple-double on their ass and can't wait to play them in the finals and the playoffs. Can't wait. That's what my team motivation is. It's been Lethal Mindset. I hope y'all enjoyed the goddamn video. More coming to y'all soon, man. Keep subscribing, keep supporting, keep showing love. I appreciate it all. All love to Trey Bombs and Ox. Y'all know I fuck with y'all, man. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.